Talking Toffee is proudly in association with EFCFeelingBlue.com and GoodisonGossip.com.
Hello and welcome again to another edition of Talking Toffee. If you don't know by now, this is the best place, the only place on YouTube for Evertonians to get together and discuss all things Everton. Now, Everton's season is unofficially over, in my opinion. Everton's season now is non-existent almost and is a little bit pointless. We do have that trip to Anfield to look forward to. I say look forward to in the same type of way you go to the dentist. You're probably going to have to expect a little bit of pain. You might get a sticker at the end if you're lucky and if you're good. But the majority of your visits to the dentist are normally quite painful, and that's the same way I see Anfield. The dentist pun wasn't supposed to be in there. It just kind of came to my head, and then it's kind of quite relevant with the actions of Mr. Luis Suarez today. Anyway, moving on from that, Everton season is unofficially over in my opinion now. I don't think we can get the European spot anymore of 5th place. I knew 4th was out of the running now. I think that's been quite evident since since the Spurs game, and we knew that was probably out of our reach now. But now Europe, I think, in the whole has gone. So what are your thoughts on that? A very poor performance as well up at Sunderland this weekend. Did you make the trip up there? I was surprised to see Leon Osman's inclusion and Ross Barkley dropped to the bench. If you can find out a reason and you can point out to me why Ross Barkley would be better suited to an encounter away at Arsenal than to one at Sunderland, then I would appreciate that a lot, because personally I can't understand why Ross Barkley was started against Arsenal, played really well and then dropped for a lagging Leon Osman, who has been below par now for quite a few weeks, obviously before he got injured, and he's gone straight back into the team. And yesterday Osman was quite poor, Pienaar was quite poor, and I've got a theory now. I've got a theory on our squad. So a lot of people talk a lot, and we're told as supporters, by pundits, by representatives of Everton Football Club, that we've got a small squad, we don't have the resources of the other sides in the Premier League. And for that, we do fantastically well. And I hear that. However, as I said, I've got a bit of a theory. I don't think we utilise our small squad in the way that we should. So, yes, granted, we don't have the resources. We don't have the size of squad of some other teams within the Premier League. However, we also don't utilise our squad in the right way. And the reason I say that is because I haven't seen Vellios now since I can remember. I can't even remember what the man looks like. And that's a shame, because he's a good-looking guy. Brian Oviedo needs to be played more, would have been an ideal replacement for Steven Pienaar yesterday. We haven't seen that. Thomas Hitzlsperger. Is Thomas Hitzlsperger dead? Is he dead? Because I haven't seen him for such a long time either, and it'd be great to see him involved as well. Why do we continuously see Stephen Naismith? It's the same substitution every week. I don't understand that. And Shane Duffy must look and think, hold on, why haven't I been thrown into this yet? So is it a case that we've got a small squad, which we have, or is it more of a case that we don't utilise that small squad anyway? So it's pointless. If we didn't even have those players there, those players that I've just listed at our disposal, is that even a word? I don't think it is. But if we didn't even have those players there to utilise, then I would accept the argument that we've got a small squad. But I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated with that shout now. And who's to blame for that? Is it David Moyes? I can't think of anyone else who isn't utilising the squad. Well, it's the manager, because the manager picks the team. But I want your thoughts and your opinions on that notion. It's a little bit of an unorthodox theory. It's something that has occurred to me recently. I've seen a bit of chat about it on Twitter as well. But now, I've really started to think about it, and I've started to notice it over the last few weeks. So what are your thoughts and your opinions on that? So we've got 56 points. Tottenham Hotspur have 61 with a game in hand. So that means now, as you'll see, I've put my passport back in here, because we're not going on a European tour anymore. I just wanted to make a little observation. Obviously, I'm not a Scouser. I didn't grow up in Liverpool, and I'm reminded continuously by a small section of our supporters that I am, in fact, a Wool. I'm aware of that. I'm all right with that. However, I just wanted to make a little observation about the city of Liverpool. So last week we had fighting in amongst Millwall fans fighting Millwall fans at Wembley. We had fighting in the North East derby, Sunderland versus Newcastle. And then we had this brilliant show of togetherness from the city of Liverpool. So we had a fantastic minute silence held impeccably at Goodison last week, and then we had Ken Wright's fantastic speech at Anfield to the families of the 96 and obviously the representatives of Liverpool Football Club as well. So I just wanted to say how fantastic it is, how fantastic I see the spirit is in Liverpool, and it's a credit. If you're from Liverpool, you know you've got a lot to be proud of, and obviously the passing this week as well of Anne Williams and the togetherness shown from that. I saw an extreme amount of emotion shown from Evertonians on the internet on the day that lady Anne Williams died. So and I just think it's fantastic. So that's all I wanted to say on that. Anyway, I just drew this comparison between some of the other sections of the country that probably don't get singled out as much as Liverpool, but Liverpool I think does itself a lot of justice, and should have a lot of pride for the way that it conducts itself, especially the two football teams who are so fiercely contested. Anyway, I see that I've gone past 6 minutes now, so that's not like me. I try and keep these things quite short and concise, but there's a lot to speak about. I'm going to be making a decision on where I'm going to go with Talking Toffee. I need some more input of where you would like me to go with it. Are you getting a little bit sick of this format now? I'd love to get some more interviews. I'd love to really have a think about how I can do and improve the vlog for next season. So obviously let me know. Give me your thoughts and opinions as always as well. So thanks for watching again, and come on you Blues.
Let's talk about devil.